Hello everyone, it's me again, SteveOJ here, and we are 45 days away from the release of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and we have been rewarded with a new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero features program, combos and features. This will actually show all of the movements, all of the buttons, and even more stuff for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, even new renders. Whenever they have these summary things, by the way, you can tell we're in for a good time. So let's take our time digesting all of this. And they actually have YouTube videos for all of these as well, so you can just watch these on the channel. Please do leave a like, by the way, if you've been keeping up to date on when Sparking Zero comes out, because I've been remembering the days in my head. We're on day 45 right now, 45 days left until the game comes out, and for now, let's go over the movement system again. In the 3D arena fighting games like Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, mastering movement is very important. There are plenty of ways to move, not just around the map, but also around your opponent, and let's take a look at some of the important ones. Okay, so there's a list of it, but let's just watch the video about it instead. That's much easier.
Guess I should have expected you could handle this, huh? Guess I should have expected you could handle this, huh? Guess I should have expected you could.
And that's it. Oh my god, okay. Music was pretty dramatic there. So what are these buttons for? Okay, we're not going to read out everything about the buttons, but we'll read out what they are good for. So you can move around quickly with the short dash. Again, this is actually something they took from Xenoverse. Very surprising. If you're close to your opponent, you'll perform a step whilst you are far away. It'll become a short dash. Ah, so it's different depending on the range to the enemy. Okay. Which is useful for dodging various attacks like blasts. Dragon dash is generally how you boost around. Z burst dash. Again, I think, well, man, that was not from Xenoverse. That's just from most arena fighting games where you can usually get behind an opponent really quickly. So that's cool. Then we have the quick ascend and quick descent. Alright, very normal Dragon Ball movement stuff. And even have timestamps for it. I'm not sure if that's necessary, it's a short video. But here's the offensive. And this one is way more packed. Okay, so we'll just watch this one too. And see everything that's in it.
Not too shabby.
Over here! Not done yet!
Nice moves.
Over here! What's wrong?
Not too shabby. Nice moves. Well done.
Pretty damn cool stuff. That was actually really long and it showed a lot. Okay, there's actually a lot to go through. They actually changed the name of some of these moves as well. But Rush Chain, that's the regular attack. Smash attacks is the regular attack, but if you charge it up by holding down the button, etc. And you can do power smashes. And do they mention perfect smashes here? Where if you release it when it's fully charged, then you get a power smash. Okay, so it's not called perfect anymore, it's a power one now. Vanishing Assault, that's the one I was very interested in, because we've seen Vanishing Assault a bit before, and in the gameplay you could see a few times it being used by the people playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Vanishing Assault looks like it's going to be very, very tricky to deal with when the full game comes out and everyone knows how to use it, so I'm keeping an eye on that one. They call it Grand Slash instead of Ground Slash. Lift Strike is still the same, but Vanishing Assault, let's see, near your opponent will allow you to reappear and attack him from behind. It can be done at close range and medium range. After performing a close range and knocking back to your target, you also have the chance to carry out a follow-up attack. Then you can step in, burst meteor, etc, etc. So there's a lot of different options here. And that is it for the... Yeah, that's it for the... Oh, wait, this is for follow-ups. Okay, so this is even more. So lightning attack, yeah, that's the end of a big combo. When you do combos that involve smash attacks, you can combine dragon homing and vanishing attacks into them. And then the last attack is always a lightning attack. So that's very cool to see. throws and giant throw, or ground throw as it's called now, are still the same. So that's also nice. Again, if you want to see the buttons for this, just pause the screen at any moment and read it out, or just go to the site, link in the description. If you want to see the buttons to any of these things, so that way you can know how to play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero way before it comes out. So that's pretty cool. So now we should be onto defensive, I imagine. Yes, now these are defensive options. And these might be, or should be, the last one for this showcase before we get to see the new...
Take this seriously.
Expected you. Too shabby.
Oh my god, that was quite a bit. Okay, so there's a lot of defensive options in this game. They used to mostly all be like one button, but it seems like now they're all a bunch of different buttons. So super perception. We only got to see a normal perception then. Super perception is the one I think that triggers the cinematic that you see, but I'm not sure if that only triggers if an enemy tries to revenge counter you, and then you use super perception then. Oh my goodness, there's a lot here. Okay, let's go through it all. So guarding can be done with this and that. You can do high guards and low guards still in the game, as well as guard break. And there's also ground wall recovery and dragon dash recovery. So if you want to recover before hitting a wall over ground, you hold down while you're recovering. And if you want to just go straight back towards the enemy, you hold up while recovering. Okay, pretty simple. Super perception. You can hold this to consume ki or skill count, depending on what you counterattack, huh? That's very interesting. And counters your opponent before getting hit. If you use super perception at the last moment against an enemy's attack, rush, a sonic sway will be triggered. Ooh. Okay. So that's how you trigger sonic sway now? Okay, that's interesting. This allows you to quickly dodge their rush and counter while also reducing their ki. Yeah, sonic sway always reduced ki. I forgot about that. It can also counter some blasts such as Kamehameha Beam or count. Yeah. So, okay. When it counters blasts, that's when you get the animation where they deflect beams instead. So super perception, again, is the general, like, new defensive feature of the game. It allows you to do sonic rushes, allows you to do regular counterattacks, it allows you to do beam deflects, it allows you to do a lot of defensive options that you would normally just have to trigger manually through Z counters and stuff, as well as by timing your dodge inputs with high-speed evasions, right? So that is very different. Revenge counter, that's also new. So press R3 or R to perform a counterattack that can be used even while being attacked. Using this attack consumes skill counts. Oh, just one? I'm pretty sure it takes two. But it is an effective response to any type of attack by your opponent. Pay attention to the direction you're being hit before trying to use a revenge counter. Oh, so if an enemy's hitting you from behind, you could use revenge counter and do nothing because it wouldn't automatically turn around. Oh, that's very interesting. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind because I don't want any of you guys going online and going, oh, revenge counter sucks, it's broken, it didn't turn around. No, it genuinely will not turn around if your enemy's hitting you from behind. So trying to get behind people is going to be big in this game because it's going to shut down one of the huge defensive features like revenge counters. Super counter. So super counter is like, that's also from Tenkaichi 3 and it was super good. Let's see what it does in this. A counter that is effective against almost all attacks. You have to press forward any attack button to deliver a huge blow to counter your opponent. It can be used even while getting hit as well against attacks from behind, but extremely precise timing is required. And yeah, the timing for this is actually disgusting. Like, oh my god, it's so difficult. I can't wait to see how many of you are able to pull off super counters, but they were big in Tenkaichi 3. If you ever faced a red Potara enemy, they did this to you all the time. It's that thing that when you're attacking them, there's a big loud sound, and then they just vanish behind you and start murdering you. So that's what super counter is, if anyone was wondering. High-speed evasion, which is to press... I'm pretty sure that's the block button still, right? Yes, it's the guard button. Press the guard button still right before an attack hits, which lets you evade the attack and create a chance of countering or sweeping the opponent in the process. And then you also have step-ins and step-outs, which allow you to, like, iframe through attacks, which I think is very cool. And that should be it for this new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay breakdown. Here are all the new renders for the characters. We got Yajirobe here, we got Chaozu, Tien Shinhan, and Yamacha-sama, but we also have all of them posted by DBZ Hype if you just wanted to see them all in the same place. So again, I will just link his channel again in the description down below if you guys want to just see all the character renders. And I think this is a good place to end the video, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe as it greatly supports the channel, and leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next. Love you all, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take care and peace.